Hey, business storytellers. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining. We want to talk about how to create animated images for social media and even blog articles. That's a new thing for me. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'll try to pay attention to it here on all the different networks. We are on LinkedIn, Amazon, Twitter, Facebook, and we're just going to walk through this very casually here and share with you what I'm talking about. So just a couple different examples. This is what I'm talking about. Did you know you could do this? I didn't. Just learned that today. So this is my blog, and basically on here, you can do animated cover art. Who knew? News to me, but now I'm going to do it more and more. So but kind of interesting to see that that's now a thing. And then the other thing I did in Amazon Live earlier, and right here, that's how that looked. So many deals. I think it should play again. Maybe it won't. Yep, boom. So many deals, today's deals with Christoph on Amazon Live. So I created that in like 2 minutes on my iPad Pro. Holy buckets. And I am not a designer. If I can do it, you can do it. So this is just a GIF. So is that. So you can apparently upload a GIF to your WordPress site as an image. Super cool. Did not know that. And now I do. And I thought I would share that with you. Okay, we still got to add the video in here, obviously. That's the video we're currently live streaming and recording. So let me show you how to do it. It is actually pretty easy. So when you go into Canva, I already have all these different designs that I've already used. For example, this is one I use all the time for my Amazon product videos. And then, and others, right? So they're all in there. If I want to create a new design, I just go into create new, and you can do that. Most of my designs today are the presentation format because that works pretty well on most of the channels where I need to use that, which is the cover art, the image for the live stream. So that's typically a good one. And so basically, easy breezy, that works. So all you have to do, so this is the static version, and you can change the timing right here if you want it to be quicker or slower or whatever. I think timing is actually more difficult than you would think. But all you do is you click on the element. So for example, this element right now is not, this is the Amazon Live logo. It's currently not animated. All you do is you click on it, and then you find animations. So in this case, it's breathe because I'd already clicked on that earlier. And I'm not seeing that the Amazon thing is doing anything. So I'm just going to change that to that. But either way, so up here, I need to find, hold on 1 second. So this is not animated, right? So when you click on an image piece, an image block, whatever it's called, the animate is up here. So then you click on animate, and you have all these different options. So for example, text animations, you can do a typewriter. So animations can draw attention. I don't know if you can make it faster or slower in this stage. Certainly you can do it later on when you make it, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever. So that's a typewriter. You have shift. Let's see what that looks like. Very subtle, honestly. Block, I'm guessing just means it's going to come in as a block. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Ooh, look at that burst. Oh, I kind of like that. So the one thing, as I mentioned in the article, that you always want to think about a little bit is how does it fit with your brand? Does it work for your brand or does it not work? Breathe, that's the one we tried earlier, and it's super subtle, so I didn't like that. Pan. So there's all kinds of different. So for now, I think we're going to leave burst, and maybe we'll use that in the article. I might even update that to make it more more animated. Then all you do is you go to download, and you have to use either MP4 or GIF. I think GIF is by far the preferred method. Now, before you do that, it was super hidden, right? Because I was here, so you can't see the timing in Canva. So you have to unclick it, and then you have to find the timing. So how fast or slow do you want it to go? So now if you do burst, how fast is that? See, it's pretty quick, right? Because it's 1.6 seconds. And now if you make it a little longer, so let's say I make it 5 seconds, and you just click off, and then you click on it again, burst, you can see, is it going to do it? Maybe because I'm highlighting one thing. Burst. So that's not a horrible speed. I think I want to leave it at that just for the time being. So we can leave it. So then once you have that all in effect, you can also have page animations. That's other things. I don't know what this actually does. So everything together, right, to an extent. So you kind of want to play with it, honestly, just to see the different things. Some of these are, you have to have a paid subscription, which I do have. So it is working. I mean, that's kind of neat, I guess. A lot going on here. Stomp, boom, there it is. So some of these overwrite the other ones, right? So it's not, you can't go crazy. Scrapbook, don't like that. So I think the drift will take that for now. Then you go in here, download. You do have to go to GIF, short clip, no sound, download. Trey, thanks for following on Amazon Live. Really appreciate it. So now I'm downloading it as a GIF. Are you a GIF or GIF person? Let me know. I guess I'm a GIF. So once it's downloaded, you can just upload it from there. What's nice about the example I showed you for Twitter, you can just upload directly into Buffer and then schedule it on Twitter, and it'll show up the way I showed you earlier. So let me just pull that up again here. So that works in Buffer. I use Buffer to schedule all my tweets. So if you see one of my tweets and you come to me and say, I saw your tweet, you got to be more specific, like the end. You do. So, okay, I'm going to pull that over. There it is. So this GIF right here from earlier, I think it does draw more attention. Theoretically, it has not actually seen more views. So let's just take a quick look if it even makes a difference. So because everything should be about the numbers, right? That doesn't mean just because we have an example of one that we shouldn't try it again later, you know, or I mean, I still think it draws nice attention to the post. So this one, 39 views. And then let's see, I don't know when the last time was I published a video. That was just a message to somebody. See, so 47, this is a little bit longer, not a super long video, but you know, about a minute or so. 47 views, 46 views, 60 views. So it's probably about in line with what I'm seeing for views. But you know, that doesn't mean you shouldn't keep trying it. I do think it does add a nice touch. And, you know, you can animate different things when it comes to your images in Canva. I don't know if this would also work in Instagram stories like this. So I'm going to do that now. So the easiest way, the easiest way to get this version for Instagram is I just I resize it directly here in Canva. And I go in and I do you see the resize? Oh, there it is. Resize, Instagram story, copy and resize. Boom. There it is. And then probably make it a little bigger. Probably make this a little bit bigger. Right, something like that. And then I download it again as a GIF. And then I actually have to get it over to my iPad to upload it to my Instagram account. So we're going to do that here live and see if that works. And then I'm pretty sure I can pull up my Instagram account over here on the screen so you guys can see it. But first we have to make sure it even downloads, because it's, you know, it's a bigger file than an image. So that's something to keep in mind. But let's see, downloads. Oh, save file. It's kind of dumb that it asks me that every time. See, so it doesn't even look like it saved it correctly, but maybe it did. Downloads, let's see. Because it's drawing, because it's going through, right? So that's kind of something else to keep in mind. Okay, so I'm moving it over to my iPad Pro right here. I got it actually. I have everything plugged in, guys, all the time. So I'm going to, I can't tell if you guys can see me or not. So I'm going to save it here to my iPad. See, the biggest problem is it is bigger, right? It is a bigger, there it is. So you save it as an image. So that's interesting. And then it is in my, so then it is in saved in my on my iPad in my camera roll. And then I go to Instagram story. And then there it is. And it does not move. So that's another problem to keep in mind. Sometimes it doesn't work. Now, if I, however, download it as a JPEG, or not a JPEG, MP4 video, which is actually what is suggested. So that's so I didn't look at that before I just did it, right? I just did it. But if I'm downloading it as a MP4, then it should work. We're gonna did it do it, or is it gonna ask me again if I wanted to download? It looks like it did. Okay, so I'm moving it over again to my iPad Pro. There it is. Copy, save. So I think the problem is when you download a GIF on your iPad Pro or iPad, it downloads as an image, not. So here, now we're in Instagram stories, and it is actually working. So cool. Send. And so I could actually do it. I could do it as an Instagram reel too. But I'm just going to upload it here. And it seems to be working. So see, it is uploading as an Instagram story. It's right there. It works. So cool. Cool. All right. So that's another thing to think about is how does the network that you're trying to go to, how is that going to handle the file? And, you know, here I was too quick to do it, right? But it suggests, based on what I've declared the size to be, that's what I should pick. So let's say if I do Twitter. So sometimes, you just got to follow the process, honestly. So Twitter post, boom. We do that, resize. And I'll be interested to see what happens here, how that works. So here's a Twitter. So again, Twitter post. So you can make it bigger because you have more space, right? And I actually can't wait how when it will do all this automatically, so I don't have to click any buttons at all. I think it will at some point. So from here, you can publish to Twitter, which I don't think I'm connected to Twitter. So that's one way. So if we do that, connect Twitter. Okay, let's try it. And so again, it recommends it as an MP4 image or video. Press A, playing with animations in Canva publishing tools. How's that? So you can actually schedule it or you can just publish it. So we're going to do that. Publish now. And then we're going to pull up Twitter and see how that looks. It's very interesting, actually. So you can't schedule it, but I use Buffer to schedule all of my content. So I probably wouldn't do this routinely. You know what I mean? Like to publish directly from here. Okay, check out your post here. Cool. So we click on that. So there it is. I mean, it worked, right? It's not in my correct queue. So then you can also download. So it again recommends to download as an MP4. Now earlier I did do a GIF for the other one. So GIF works as well on Twitter, but you want to be very aware what works, what doesn't work, what's the right content type for your different network, and go from there. Animations, I gotta say, I kind of like them. I'm a fan. I think I'm gonna do more of them, especially for articles, social media. Why not? I don't see too many people doing them, honestly, and it's easy enough, to just do in here. So even if I go to some of my templates, I know they're not saved as templates. I'm not that organized. Sorry, I'm not. But anyway, so if you go in here, so even if I use like this, right? I mean, I could just have different animations, right? So this is actually the opening. Hey, Aaron is joining us on Amazon. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining. So here, Breathe. I'm not a big fan of that one. Fate, Photo Flow, Show Up. I mean, it's kind of interesting, So you could do that. You could do that at the same time. I don't remember which one it was. So you probably, honestly, what you want to do is you probably want to do them. The gift cards, no. We're still filling up the squares here. We still got a little ways to go. So if you don't follow yet, make sure you follow. And I'll announce that for sure when we fill up the squares here. We got about, I don't know how many that is. Let's say 40 to 50 entries, something like that. So we have not drawn. Okay, so then to get rid of it, I think you can actually make things go together. So here, look. So if I'm highlighting everything, so everything, is that everything? Yes. So I could do Rise. I mean, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Does it again. Boom. Yep, Aaron, if you entered, you're still, let me look if you're on the list. One second. Aaron Dowling. Is that right? Aaron Dowling? There's only one Aaron on the list so far. But anyway, you're still on the list. So we have not drawn. We have not drawn yet. If you guys are watching on LinkedIn or YouTube or other places, follow on Amazon as well. AuthenticStorytelling.net/live will get you there. So, I mean, some of these are kind of funky, right? Pop, I don't know if I need that. Oof. Drift, that's kind of subtle, but you can actually highlight everything. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Okay, so page animations, let's see what that is. Block, okay, breathe. I think we've talked about that one enough. You guys probably know I'm not a fan. Photo flow. Yeah. That's gives me a little bit of a headache. But you can do all these. See, that one I kind of like. Tectonic, yeah. So that's how you do it. And, the other thing, it just kind of livens things up a little bit, in my opinion. All right, that's all I have on the topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're considering using animations more in your content. Make it sound good, and not sound good. Make it look good, and try ways to stand apart, and try ways to make sure people pay attention to you over the competition. I think that's one way to do it. I'm Christoph Trapp, AuthenticStorytelling.net. Check it out. The blog post link is in the comments. And if you are watching on Amazon, make sure you follow. Email me a screenshot that you're following ctrap@gmail.com. I'm using a different program today, so it's a little bit harder for me to put up the email. And this was just supposed to be a really quick show anyways. But that's how you do it. And I think I'm going to try more, see how it works, see if it drives the numbers. And it's the same workflow, right? Because I'm already in here anyways. I'm already doing things in here. So clicking one more button, it's not going to hurt me. I'm Christoph Trapp. Thanks for watching and joining me.